Today, this is Hamdi Abdurrahman Khalif. I'm coming in alive to show you something very important for your children. So I recently get this bed. It's called Neiden kids bed from IKEA. This bed, it's really challenging to put it together, even though it looks so easy. As you can see, there's no instructions, just the plain pictures. There is no numbers. There is no alphabet combinations where you could say number one goes with the letter L or the letter B. It doesn't come with that. It just comes with plain instructions as if you are blueprint engineer and you have to figure this out. This takes long hours if you have never done something like this. You can get easily frustrated, which I did. And guess what? I want to show you another thing also, that see how simple the bed looks, but it's not. That's what I thought. That's when I received this bed, I said, oh, this is piece of a cake, because I have been moving a lot in my life and I know how to put beds together, double, queen, single, any kind. This one, it was the most. I even had another bed, I can't remember the name, but from IKEA. It was so simple compared to this one. This is very hard. No wonder why a lot of people don't have it. Anyway, so I'll show you the version when it's all done. I'll show you the version when it's all done, okay? This is how it looks when it's all done. Very beautiful, very nice from here. But when it's not done, it's really complicated. So let's start it, okay? So first, you're gonna need either of these screwdrivers. It does not come with a hammer, but you're gonna need it. And you can do it without it, but it'll take a lot of work. And then you need this in case you got stuck. Also, you need this in case you need the holes don't work. You can make it a little bit deeper. And then you may need this to pull something, okay? You may not need all of these, but I'm just showing you. You may need it, so just make it ready. And a pencil if you want to mark something. So right now, let's do one thing at a time. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna cut it first. Okay, so let's put all the tools here. This shouldn't take too long, as I already did that one. So I'm gonna show you the easy way out for a lot of parents. Okay, so we're gonna cut this with a paper cutter. Oh, I don't know what happened to this. How did it slip out? Oh, maybe I put it way too out. Yeah, okay. Okay, I suppose it's the okay. You can open the box in any way, but I like it this way because I opened the other box from the top and it took so long. So if you open it like this, it shouldn't take too long. And they're sideways, so they're not gonna fall, okay? I hope you can see what I'm doing. I don't want you to see all of the room because I put some stuff out. But let's concentrate here, okay? So you need a cutter. I'm gonna try and do this in half an hour or less, okay? Just hold this up. I used to work so many factories. That's why I know how to cut this. A lot of people don't know how to use a box cutter. They just use knives and stuff, but it's not easy to use a knife. Right now I'm telling you, just buy a box cutter and put it in your toolbox. Be organized, okay? See how I'm cutting this? Less mess. Okay, wow. This is beautiful, look. So let's see what's going on here. It's the same thing I just pulled out. So in case you didn't know, I'm just gonna explain to you, okay? The longest, the very long ones will be the last ones. The second last one is to tie the bed all together in each corner. So you're not gonna worry about that until you almost finish the bed. This is the ones that you're gonna start using right away. And then these ones you're gonna use it time to time during in the middle and maybe the last, just before you finish the bed. They're very easy to use, these ones. And then these washers, you're gonna use them a lot because it connects the bed. Before you do this or this, you're gonna need to put this also. So these three, either combination of these two will tighten up together, will keep the wood together, or the three of them, these two, and then lastly that one. And then you may use these ones to put the wood together at the beginning. And then you're gonna use this the last. This is not really necessary, but you will see what I mean. It's not necessary. It's just the last touch up of the bed. Once the bed frame is done, you use the little wood to connect the base for your bed. It holds that. So there's a little tiny wood, I'll show you. So this is only for that tiny wood. And then these ones are the ones that will tight your bed at each corner. The four corners, the right, left, the top right, the bottom right, and then the top left and the bottom left, okay? So this is what you're gonna use to tie these ones, finally. So, and then the tools that come with is basically these tools. Allen key. The S Allen key and the L Allen key come with this, okay? I'm sure you know how to use this. It's very simple. I'll show you how to use it if you don't know. So please patiently follow this video, comment, subscribe, and share. I've seen a lot of, I try to see a couple of videos on the YouTube, but either they are talking too fast or they are not explaining exactly what they are doing. Basically, they're just treating you as if you know what you're doing. So I want to show you as a novice who never used this kind of bed or who never put any bed together. I hope I'm not talking too fast. But as I'm showing you all the pictures, you could see all the stuff that came with this bed. And I'll show you a real picture of them as well. This is a sketch. I'm gonna show you a real picture of the screws and all the washers and everything else that comes with the Allen keys and all that. But please, I'm gonna show you one way at a time, and I think that's the fastest way. It tells you to do this, but it's really confusing. Like, I don't know what they're saying. The only thing I understand is you should be two people, not one person. And what is this? Like, what you're doing this in the middle of the night? How you gonna call IKEA? Like, I don't understand that. There's no way somebody's gonna call. I wouldn't call. I'll just go to YouTube. But anyways, and then this one, I don't know what that means, but you can guess. There's no explanation whatsoever. So, and this tool, this is a plastic Allen key holder to make your hand faster, and so that you can finish the work faster. So I'll show you how to use this. And then that you're gonna use the last little wood in the middle to hold your the bed base, okay? I'll show you that. So let's see. This is the instructions. It's telling you this and that, this and this. It's not telling you exactly what those woods are for. So I'm gonna show you what it is for. We're gonna do the headboard, which is here. So all you have to do is take these two left and right wood, and then you're gonna put the middle wood, which you're gonna make. We're gonna assemble this one. This one we're gonna assemble, but this comes already assembled. And then there's another one for the food, food board, which is also assembled by IKEA. So these two, this one and the footboard one, will be assembled. This one you have to assemble yourself, and I'll show you why. I'll show you why you have to assemble it, because it comes with one hole, while the other ones come with 4 or 3 holes. So here we go. So you have some idea now. So we're gonna construct or assemble the headboard. Okay. So we're gonna find the woods for the headboard. Okay. All right. You can. Take a look. Everything that I told you. Okay. So this one is this. You're gonna use that the last. And then this one is this. You're gonna use this right away. And then, sorry, this is this. You're also gonna use them right away. And then this is this. Okay. There's some different kinds. There's also a small one is in this. Okay. And this is this. See, that's that. And then this is this. Okay, that's the lock for this one later on. So you're gonna have to use Allen key and a screwdriver to lock it. So that's the lock. And then this is the metal to hold the wood. I'll show you how. The last wood in the middle for the base for the mattress. Okay. So that's basically it. And then we have, where is the Allen keys? Yeah, there's one Allen key, L shape. Okay. And then there is the S or Z Allen key. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to put this Allen key. You can use it naked, or you can use it, this comes with it, so you can just put this in and use it this way. Okay, I'll show you how to use this. All right, so we're done about the tools. Now we're gonna get the headboards. We're gonna find what we were looking for. So this looks like left side of, it doesn't really say, you're just gonna have to figure this out. So this is the left side. And then there's a couple of pieces, woods. We're gonna assemble that first before we do the headboard. And then this is the right one, okay? I'm gonna show you this. So this is the headboard, right and left woods. We're gonna need that in a bit. Right now, let's just put it here. And then this is the rails. So this is the middle of the railing the wood that goes in the middle of the railing. The two wood I just show you, this will go in the middle, okay? So this is already came assembled. And then I'm gonna show you the first. Actually, just give me 1 second. I'll be back. Ariel and Patrick, are you guys okay? Hello, sorry about that. I just had to change my shirt. Okay, so we're gonna need these two, and then yeah, we're gonna need. There is obviously 4 of these, so we're gonna need this. So this is also similar to the footboard. Railing in the middle of the footboard. This is in the middle of the top of the, sorry, this is the top of the footboard. And I think I already show you the top of the headboard. So they come assembled. And then we have these 4 wood, okay? 2 of these will go and be connected to the right side of the railing, like that, okay, like this. Yeah, like this, okay? And then the other one, you're gonna connect it like that. Already I'm showing you. I'm showing you that before I start assembling, so you have idea. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to show you how to put them together before you put the headboard together. And then we're gonna find a little bit the legs of the bed, the bed, like the head, the footboard legs. And you also gonna do this. So you're also gonna do this. I'm trying to find it here, like that. Yeah, you're gonna do like that. That's the legs for the bed, the footboard. And then this one, same. You're gonna make sure there's 2 connectors here, and 1 screw. I'll show you how the connectors work. So you gotta make sure it's connected like that. And then you just take this out, the railings. So this is the railing. We're not gonna use this at all until we finish the headboard and the footboard. So take this out. this is come assembled, okay, so they are assembled already. And we need this is the one that we're gonna assemble ourselves. Nothing more, that's it, very much. And also, I'm gonna show you a secret to make this all quick and fast. This is the base, this is the one that will hold your mattress base. So you gotta assemble it before you start anything. So later on when you're done, you don't need to screw again. That takes a long time. Just you got it, you're gonna get it and put it. Okay. And before you start opening the box, please put something, a sheet or some blanket on the floor, so that you are doing a new bed, so you don't want to get it dirty. And I'm gonna use this for my knees, as I'm getting really old. Okay. So these pieces, remember, they go like this. Sorry, they go like this. Okay. There is a hole. As you can see, I'm gonna show you, there's a little hole for a screw. So you're just gonna do that. And then there's a hole here. So you're just gonna twist that. And then you're gonna get the smallest screw, this type, okay? The flat one. Don't use that type to connect the wood and the metal. You use this type. Oh, actually, yeah, sorry, I'm wrong. You have to use this type, the little bit heavier type. See the difference? This is a little bit fatter and thicker, where this is lighter and flatter. So you're gonna use this to connect the bed with the metal, and you're gonna use this to connect the little wood, this piece, to the little metal. All right, I hope I'm making sense, because I'm doing this to help people. I don't want to talk too fast, and I don't want to complicate it more than it's already complicated. So you're gonna use this that's what you're gonna use. You see how it looks dense? See the side? It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to connect. That's where you're gonna need the hammer. So you're just gonna hammer it once. I hope you can see this. Yeah. So you're gonna hammer it once. Okay. And then you're gonna tie it more. Perfect. You do this side the same way. Find the same one. Gonna use this. Ah, sorry. And then just gonna do the same thing here. This is done. Both connectors. So you're gonna put that aside. And then we're gonna do, before we do the railing, we have to do the connector between the railing. So we're gonna have to do this too. Make sure you have to connect the one that has the screws so you can screw. If you put this one in the bottom, then you won't be able to screw, as this one doesn't have screw holes. So it has to be in the bottom. And then you're gonna put I don't call these washers, they're connectors, okay? So I'm just gonna put this, you're gonna put one here, and then one here, okay? We are using those ones. And then you're just gonna go like this. Oops. And then you're just gonna do, you're basically gonna connect them, okay? It comes with the right holes for the connectors. And you're just gonna connect the two woods. Like you're gonna get them connected. If you're having a little bit hard time with this, just go like that. Or you can use the hammer. You see how it looks like these ones? I'll show you. It looks like these ones that came assembled already, but these ones have two connectors and two screw holes, so they're stronger. This one has only one connector in the middle and two screw holes, so it's less, I would say less sturdy. This is more stronger, so this is gonna go in the bottom and this will go on the top of the headboard to hold the two headboard wood from the right to the left. This will connect it, and then this one will go in the middle, and then the third one that looks like this will go in the footboard. So that's why we have to assemble this one. And honestly, I don't know why we have to. You could have just came like that, a lot more easier. Okay, so we're gonna use, to connect this more, we're going to use my little baby screws. They're not really baby, they're just medium size, okay? So we're just gonna put one here, and then we're gonna put another one here. And then remember how I made the Allen key? You're gonna use it now. Or you can use the, I like to use this one sometimes because actually I don't want to use it. This is not a heavy job, so I'm gonna use the Z shape Allen key. It's faster in this kind of situation. Don't over tie it. Do not over tie it. Just as long as it's tight, that's all you need. And then again the second one. I hope you can see. Yeah. Okay. So that's it, done. So you're gonna put it there. Now we're gonna connect the right side. That's gonna be the right side. These holes have to be in to connect the bed from in. So nothing should be outside except these wood, except one is, yeah, one screw has to go there later on, and then these two screws. Only one, 2, 3, 4. 4 screws, that's it. But inside there is holes for screws, and then there is holes for connections. So there's one connector here, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Okay, so keep in mind. We're also gonna use this for the small ones again. Okay. These ones are not marked. However, I'll tell you something. These ones are marked, I think. They have, yeah. See? That's left. The L means left. So make sure you are reading that. And I'll show you why it's important, because it has to be on the right side. So that's left one, and then this is the right one. It says R. So we're gonna do that in a bit. We're gonna do that. Actually, we're gonna do that first. Yeah, let's do that first. Okay. So all you have to do, just check the left one. That's the left one, and this it's not marked, so it can go with anyone. And then you put the connectors, and then you just go. See, you just go, and then push in. And then you use the short screw again with the Allen key. Okay. I don't know why this is not working. I have to tell you some secret in this bed also. This is really weird. It has to be really connected. If this doesn't work, you just gotta go like this. Okay, it has to work. It has to be connected. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Let me see if I can. Maybe this is, some of the parts could be defected, so please pay attention to that as well. Yeah, it could be defected. If it's defected, I'll show you how to ignore the defects and still assemble it. If it's ignorable. So why this is not coming through? So if it doesn't work, just take it out and then just do that. And let's see if it works. Make sure you connect it to the hole. Like it's right on the top of the hole. That could be why. See? That's the piece. That's the footboard legs. So you do the same thing on the right one. on the left one. Yeah, this is the right one. You do the same thing. You just do it here. You use the small one, the small connectors again, and you make sure that hole is right on the top of where you're gonna put the screw. Otherwise, it's not gonna screw. So, see, it has to be even, right on the top of each other. Wow, great job. And then you screw it with the Z Allen key. So that's the legs, right and left. Okay, so they have to match. You need this to match like that. Okay, and then we're gonna have to connect the headboard. I'm gonna have to sit down because this is making me tired. Ow. Okay, so this one you're gonna do the same. This is not marked, but you can just figure it out. This part has to be out. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did in the other one. Same system. So you put the small connectors. Make sure the hole for the screw is on the top of the right hole. Not like that, but this way. Make sure. And then you do this one the same way. Again, you make sure the two holes for the screw are on the top of each other and the connectors are on the right holes. You may need a hammer in this sometimes, but sometimes you don't. You can just use your hands. But just make sure you have a hammer handy so you don't have to keep cutting up. Okay. And then you have to screw this as well. Almost done. After you do this, it's very simple. Forward. Very easy to go forward. So, Jesus Christ. Okay, so now we're going to connect this with the headboard that we just assembled. Because that headboard had 2 screws and 1 connector. This time we're gonna use fat connectors, okay? Not skinny connectors. So we're gonna make sure we have the one that has 1 hole. That's not. There we go, see? So we need 1 connector here. And then we need another connector here. And then we need to do this. Wow. Make sure the 2 holes here and here are right for the screws, okay? And make sure, actually this is not right. This is right, yeah. Okay, make sure the connector goes in. And then, before you do the bottom one, do the top screw. So it's so easy. I'm gonna get up now, okay? And make sure you don't forget your large connector, plastic connector, okay? Okay, let's let's get up. I don't know how to get up in this room. I need a railing to get up. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to take this out because, oh yeah, sorry, we don't need this. We already put it in the, in case you put a connector, just take it out with your hands. But if you can't take it out with your hands, that's where you need this, okay? You just, you see, there is a cut here for the connector to be pulled. So you just go like this, and then where is it? And then pull. Okay. So now we're right here, and that's a screw, that's a screw, that's a screw, that's a screw. That's the hole for the connector. We're almost done. See how fast this is going? Okay, and now we're gonna use the medium size. The large screws. So make sure you align this properly, please. Because these screws can damage, and if it damages, you can do it again. So make sure you align it properly. Okay. And now we have to use this Allen key, and this is what we have to do. Okay, this is what we have to do, or we can just do it like that. Before you go too deep in this one, do the second one as well. And then before you go too deep in this one, you go this one again. Everything is hand done by hand. You don't need machinery. Because it's wood, it's good that way. Otherwise, you don't want to make everything extra loose. If you don't know how to use electrical screw or power screw. And then again, before you tie it all the way. Okay. And make sure before you tie it all the way, actually, that your other side is also aligned. Okay? So you can also start. Before you tie on everything, you gotta make sure. Actually, before we do this, yep, there's a tricky part to this. So we're gonna have to tie one side, since we know this is good. We're gonna tie. Okay, we're gonna keep going and tie. All right, you see? You can see how it's not tight. I just want to show you, see? You gotta tie that, and you gotta make sure it's properly tight. Don't over tie it, because you never know if you make a mistake. So you can open it again without, if you over tie it, it's gonna damage a little bit. So make sure you just leave a little bit loose. You can always double check, okay? Like this one, it's getting even tight before I finish. Yeah. Okay. Is it tight enough? Almost. So if I was you, I would wait and just go this way gently, because you still want this one to be aligned, okay? And just make sure this is aligned. You can look at it, the holes, and you can see. Because the secret I found is there could be a defect, manufacturing defect in these connector holes and screws. So last bear I did, the two it couldn't align properly, so I only aligned as it could align. So I only used one screw. However, you're supposed to use 2 screws, but I couldn't use 1 screw here, double screw here, and I couldn't use double screw here. But I want to tell you the secret. If you make this tight, and then the footboard is tight, and all the double screws like this are okay in the footboard, then it's okay if it's missing one, because 1 screw is big enough. That's it. That's the defect that I've seen in the other bed that I did. But this bed, I don't know. I'm gonna try right now. I'm gonna see. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. So let's see. Maybe this one doesn't have a defect and it's gonna work quick. I don't know. That one took me quite some time, maybe an hour, to figure it out why it's not aligning properly. Because I'm not easily give up person. So I was taking breaks, and then I said, finally, you know what? It's not working. And I can see, I show you the bed. So okay, so we're gonna use again a little bit thick connectors. Okay, don't push too much in. If it's going too much in, maybe maybe twist it. Why this one is too fat? Okay, let me just put this one then. Yeah, make sure they're even as much as you can, make sure. Okay, so this one has to go in the middle, so we gotta make sure it goes here. Okay, and also it's aligned like I said. So this is not aligning, just like the other one. This is really weird. This is the part that it really gets to me, because it's not aligning properly. So let's twist this. Let's switch this, as if this is gonna work. Maybe it will, this one. So let's just go like this. Let's see how this one will work. Maybe it is. Sometimes it's magic. Sometimes it's not. It looks like it's gonna be a magic. No. See how 1 screw is so far? I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. Same problem with the other bed. So I'm gonna do it anyway and see if this is gonna work. It's gonna take 1 screw, and that's also where you need the hammer to kind of push it down. Okay, because it will get tighter. It's tight. So let's just do this one more time. All right. Okay, 1 click. And remember the other one, don't forget. So let's see why there's I don't see any alignment here. So you know the tricky one, you're gonna have to change this. This is not the right one for here at all. So you're gonna have to try. There's another piece that's exactly like this piece, and all you have to do is just use your hands. Okay, just take these connectors out. All right. Okay, it has the connectors. Just keep it here for a minute. Let's try this other piece. I think this will work much better. I think you have to keep trying, because this is the same piece, but it's a different. This is supposed to be the footboard one. So if the middle one didn't work, you gotta check if the footboard, even though they are exactly the same, they could be a different, a small difference. by the thickness or by the way the screws are done. So just if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, let's try. So we're gonna have to do another connectors in each side. So we're gonna do the bottom. Let's see. I hope yeah, I think this is gonna work. It looks different a little bit. So I'm gonna see if this is aligned. Before I even put it, I'm gonna see if it's aligned. Okay. So, oh my God, magic. Not really magic yet. I cannot know if it's magic until because I can't go up yet until I put this here. It's the same way goes the same way. And then I need one of these again to connect the part that came off from the other one. So let's see if this is gonna work. Okay, folks. And remember, if this is extra, you gotta just twist it. If it doesn't come up, then you gotta use this and connect it, open it, hold it, and just jerk it a little bit. Okay? Okay, so what we were doing. So this is the way to go. So let's see if this beautiful piece fits in. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna fit in. Maybe, please, come on. The only way I'm gonna know that is if the screw holes align before I even tie this one. Jesus. Yep. It looks like it's working. It's a magic. So make sure you do that. Make sure you do that, and you make sure you check. If it didn't work, you use the other piece that looks like this. Okay, and then put your screws. We're almost done. It's gonna be really quick after this. Yep. It's working with these screws. Great. So this one doesn't have a defect like the other one. Jesus, it's so different. You can always buy the wood from IKEA, by the way, in the future. If you don't have time right now, just keep doing the bed. And then if you suspect that one thing shouldn't really nag at you, but if it's nagging at you and you want to keep the safety, just go to IKEA, take the piece, and you can purchase right there, and you can make sure it doesn't have a defect, and they may even give it to you for free, I think, if you take the old piece, because if you paid for it, you have a receipt to prove, then you should be able to get that discount or something. I'm thinking that way. IKEA is a very good store. So, okay, so, well, come on. I wish I was listening to music, but I'm not listening to any music right now as I'm speaking to you guys. Sometimes I just go around, just go around, just go around. Come on, let go, man. let me use the other one. Let me use the where is the other I must have some C-shape Allen key somewhere. Yeah. Let me see if this is gonna work. Why this is extremely tight. You know what? I'm just gonna wait for that and just do this one now. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. And again, please don't over tie it because you can always come back and tie it and double check. So just make sure because you always will connect something else. So that's why. Looks like it's coming through. Ooh. Actually, let me just use this one. Okay, just twist this up and down to see the other side, what I did on the other side. And if I'm silly, why this came out? Yeah, it's still good. So this has to be tight now because it's in. Okay, so I need to find 2 more screws. I'm going to use so much screws, strong ones. Great. This is strong screws. So they're really strong, so you don't have to worry about it. Once you tie it, it will last long. Woo! I don't know why things are jumping. Come on. Maybe I am tired. It's kind of getting late, I guess. Okay, over tie is not good. So, like I said, we can always double check. So let's do these ones now. Again, this is getting way too tight before you even done it, like before it even touches it. So it's kind of also different kind of defects. So you gotta keep twisting because it's out, even though it's tight. There's a chance that it may lose because if you don't make it really tight and it's touching the wood, like the nail has to touch the wood. Okay. The nail has to touch the wood in order to make sure it's safe. Otherwise it's unsafe. So just gotta do it quickly. It's just good and twist. Sometimes the wood may be too thick. I don't know. I really don't know, but I think really this is sturdy and tight. Let's see just this side one more. Okay, so it looks to me tight. So we're gonna just put this away for the moment. Okay. Let's just do this and then we're gonna take this part and we're gonna do the same system. Okay. We're gonna connect these two legs. Where's the left one? I think this is the left. Yeah. It's already either or either. It's gonna have to go to right or left anyway, but so we're gonna have to do it this way, yeah. No, that's not the right way. Something is not right. Where is this? Not twisted. Okay. Gotta sit here. Let's see why this is not being twisted. Ah, wow. Wow. What's going on here? Okay, so go like this. Why is this thing not straight? This is really, really, really weird. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Or maybe this is not the right one. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna try and put this one. Maybe this is the right one. Okay, all right. Like I said, sometimes you have to really see why it's not working, so you have to make sure. This is the right one. And then also this is the railing for the footboard. And make sure again it's aligned. We're gonna do it again, another twist or screw. Great job. There's only 2 pieces each side, so if one side doesn't work, try the other piece. Don't try to confuse yourself. It's very easy to get confused when you're assembling these things. And I love doing these things. I've been doing this all my life. Single, married with children, raising, and now this age I'm still doing. Because I still have young children. Thank God. I'm still doing it. I enjoy it, that's why. It's about time to twist this with grape. It's about time to twist this with that grape. Uh-oh. You fall down, girl. I call the headboard a girl and the footboard is a boy. I don't know why. Okay, this is done. The other side. See, it's almost done. The bed's done now. Honestly, you got it done. So quick. I hope, I don't know how long it is, but it shouldn't take more than 40 minutes maximum. Sorry, I just burped. I'm so sorry. I don't know, I'm getting so old, or is this funny thing? I just realized something. Once you go on video, sometimes reactions happen. I don't know what it is. I'm not even nervous or anything. I really like doing this. I really like doing this. Yeah. Okay. Done. So that's the footboard. And this is the headboard. Now you're gonna ask yourself, what's next? Well, so let's just be safe first. Plates go up. There's kids in the house. And then my stuff goes up. I'm not gonna be on the floor anymore. And everything has to be done. So connecting this And we have very limited work and we're done. Okay, so I'm gonna have to push everything to the side to get a space here because the bed is gonna be done. Okay, and then I'm gonna make myself grab all my screws, little ones, to connect the last thing. Those, I'm gonna leave that here. And then I'm gonna connect, I'm gonna need this lock. Okay, and then I'm gonna need this extra large screws. So, what we going to do? Everything else is done. Yeah. So this is the easiest part. That's why I'm singing. This is really the easiest part. So, let's put this girl. Stay here, girl, please. Please. Oh, actually, I have to put you around. Inside out, girl. All right. Okay. So, we're gonna need this one. At least, we're gonna need one connector. Okay, see the one connector here. We're gonna connect the rail. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing in the other side. I don't take it easy anymore. The bed's done. There is nothing to contemplate. The bed is done. How long do you do your bed? How long? No, something, okay, no. No, yeah, this is not the right side. This has to be the right side because it has to go in. Yep. This is the right side. Nope. Yeah. Aha. See? I told you that. And then we're gonna do the same. And then we're gonna start tying. Allah, my heart. Allah, my heart. Allah, my heart. The bed is done, yo. So now I'm gonna have to use the locks. Now you're gonna have to need your two hands. Okay? You're gonna need a flat screwdriver. You're gonna need one of these. And then you're gonna need one of these, okay? To lock. So I'm gonna start it from here so you can see me. Where is here? I need the set this shape. Okay, we're gonna deal with that one another time. So let's just keep doing until one gets tight. This is a little bit trickier. Okay, so let's put this in this right alignment, okay? Yeah, at the same time. Tonight, something else is going on. I don't know. All right, that's tight. I'm gonna go back to this one. This is also done. And then 2 more, 3 more, 4, then it's done. Thank you guys for watching. This is the finish end of the bed. I love you, and I will show you more stuff. What do you call it again? It used to called self-service, do. I'm old school a little bit. I'm forgetting. Okay, I love you guys. I'll come back soon. Please share, subscribe. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy.